I just heard the news. I could not believe it. Kim Kardashian, if you hear this noise, it's actually my daughter who wants to chat away. She's 4 months now, and as soon as I heard this news, I could not wait until I had my husband come home or another time for me to film. I'm sorry if I look a bit scruffy, I'm sorry if it's a bit noisy. So I just popped on the camera, sat here on my nursing chair, I'm in her nursery, and I had to give you the juice, which is that Kim Kardashian is going to be a lawyer. What? Yeah. What? And as soon as I heard this news, I had to Google it, research it, and I discovered 5 things that you can learn from Kim Kardashian becoming a lawyer. Hi, thanks so much for watching this video. My name is Jo Randolph, and if you're new to this channel, welcome. So normally I talk about how you can become an expert and leader in the field you care about most. If you want to watch videos to get further in your career and potentially change careers in a similar way that Kim Kardashian is going to, then watch this video and also come subscribe. I often get asked questions about how to change careers. And normally I hear concerns about how it's too hard to change careers, how it's too late to change careers, and there are lots of different things that people go through that make changing careers very difficult. So I wanted to create this video to share with you a few things that I learned and maybe you can learn from Kim Kardashian about changing careers. The first thing that you can learn is that it's never too late to change careers. Oh my gosh, the number of questions and concerns I've received from people saying I'm way too far down a career track, I've got way too much experience in something else, and there's just no way I can change careers. Well, the good news is that it's never ever too late. That is just a thought, a kind of a mindset block that is stopping you from allowing yourself to dream about what is possible for you and your future. For example, Kim Kardashian, she's 38 years old. She's a mum of, a few kids. She's married. She's got a very busy career. Who would have thought that she would have the time or the ability to change careers? She's actually working on doing that. So if you're ever saying to yourself it's too late to change careers, I encourage you to see that it's actually not too late. Now, the second thing is that sometimes it's okay to pursue something that might make you less money than what you are earning right now. Now, this is definitely the case if you are a high-flying professional, whether you are working in banking, working in marketing, working as an executive, working in finance. There are different industries and there are different professions where once you kind of really get along that career track, you can actually make quite a bit of bank. And the challenge is that it sets you up for a trap where when you want to change careers, you struggle to change jobs because you like your comfortable house, you like your home, you like where you're living, you like your lifestyle, and it makes it really difficult to change careers. However, one thing that I learned from Kim Kardashian is that even though someone can make so much money from her beauty line, from promotional products, from her TV show, and she's got various streams of income to the point that she actually does not need to get a corporate job, and yet she is deciding to become a lawyer. Now, why is that? She's not chasing the money. She's going after what I've called in my Career Clarity course, happy money. Now, there is a difference between financial money and happy money, and I've mentioned this in another video, and I'll just summarize it for you right now, which is that happy money is when you're doing something that you really enjoy and you would kind of do it regardless of what you would get paid for it. Great examples of people who do things for happy money are teachers. Teachers make a huge impact on society. They make a huge impact on children's lives, and even people that are that work with charities. They do a lot of meaningful work, but they don't necessarily get paid well for it. Now, if you want to be a teacher or you want to work in charity, or you want to do a profession that's paying less than what you are earning, and you wish you didn't have to give up the money, then consider doing a side hustle. A side hustle is when you do maybe have a side business, or maybe you're continuing some of the old work that you used to do to give you an additional income so you can make more money while you do what you love. For example, I'm confident that Kim Kardashian isn't necessarily going to stop her beauty line or her TV show, but what she can do is that she can have that as her side hustle. This is how she'll make extra cash. And then the third thing is that irrelevant work experience can be an asset, which is amazing. The number of times I've received so many concerns from people saying that the reason why I can't get a job is because I don't have enough experience, even though I got a degree, even though I got a qualification, even though I'm really interested in this. Now, I've actually mentioned in a separate video that it is okay to not have enough of the relevant experience, or I would say the traditional experience that you would expect someone to have when they are getting a job. You know, if I was caught up in something, maybe I was in prison, or I was in jail, or I had killed somebody, I would not be thinking, oh, I know who to call. Kim Kardashian, can you please help me get out of jail? She would be the last person I would think of. However, because she has so much money from her success in business and in TV, in media and PR, she actually has a relationship with the president, Donald Trump. And she was actually able to use her connections and her lawyers and all that sort of stuff to help free Alice Johnson. Now, what her past and her past experience actually helped her free someone out of jail. You might not have the money or the influence like Kim Kardashian, but I am sure there is something you have to offer that you could have only have been able to offer had you been through whatever life experiences you've been through, or had you done the other jobs that you've done. Let's be real. If you would have looked at Kim Kardashian's experience and she would have been your friend, if she would have said, darling, look, actually no, she wouldn't have said darling. She would have said, girl, you know, I'm really thinking about becoming a lawyer. Like, I just think the world needs to be a better place, and there is something I'd like to do about it. Chances are you'd have said, no chance, you don't have the experience. And I don't know, maybe you need to go to law school, and maybe you need to have experience working for a law firm and do an internship like every other normal person. And yet, she found a way. She found a way. If you would have looked at her past of, I'm not going to mention some of the things, I know there's some things that she's not proud of. And I guess that's what's important, is that there might be things that you have done in the past in your career that you're not proud of. And instead of seeing those things as a liability and as something that gives you reason not to do something. So for example, some people might have looked at some of her photos on Instagram, or looked at other things that she's done that she's not proud of and say, oh, you shouldn't become a lawyer. And she could have had that self-talk and thought to herself, I can't become a lawyer. And instead of thinking that, and instead of allowing herself to talk herself out of it, she thought, you know what? I could become a lawyer. I do want to do this. I am passionate about this, and I can do this. Which brings me on to my next point. And then last but not least is that an I can do this mindset gets you so much further than an I can't do this mindset. A lot of people feel like I can't change careers. And this is particularly true if you've been getting one rejection after another rejection after another rejection, or if you think that changing careers to a new field will be too difficult for you. So if you have family, if you have a really tiring job, if you have other commitments that make it really difficult for you to change careers, you might think, I can't do this. However, an I can do this mindset helps you kind of explore how to do it. So there's a saying, if you don't have much money and you say, I can't afford this, you kind of shut that opportunity down. But if you say, how can I afford this, then you're much more likely to find ways to afford things that you would like. So it's a similar thing with jobs. If you think, how can I do this, you might actually be able to find opportunities that other people didn't know existed. For example, did you know that to be a lawyer in America, in some states, but not all, but in some states, you don't actually have to go to law school to become a lawyer? What? I thought the whole point of law school was so that you could become a lawyer. And yet it turns out, which she learned through researching and asking people and asking her friends of lawyers, is that actually there are a few states in America where you don't have to go to law school to become a lawyer. All you need to do is pass the bar. And so now she's actually doing an apprenticeship and being mentored in order to learn how to pass the bar and become a lawyer by, I believe, 2022, which is amazing. By 2022, my newborn baby will be in school. So that time will fly by, and before we know it, Kim Kardashian will be a lawyer fighting your corner. Anyways, thanks so much for watching this video. I would love to know, if you could change careers, what would you do? I would love to know what new job you would love to do if you could change careers easily and effortlessly. Anyways, thanks so much for watching this video, and I shall see you again next week. All right, bye. For example, Kim Kardashian, she's 38 years old. You know, she's not the youngest chicken, and you know, we're all little chickens in my view, because I love chickens and I love people, but actually I love eating chicken, but anyways, I'm probably digging myself a hole. The point is, sorry about that, I just had to pick up my daughter and change her position. So if you see me looking over here sometimes, it's because I've got my little girl over here, she's smiling at me, and oh, just like, oh, I love my baby.